What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we are out here in front of Garage Defend. We're going to be taking a look at 3 Nissan Skyline R34 GTTs that you see right here behind me. All 3 of these are currently available for sale. Not for the USA, sorry guys, not legal yet. The black one and the yellow one are 1998. So they will be available for the USA in the year 2023. So you still got a while. And then the blue one is the year 2000, so that one's not till 2025. But I just kind of want to go through each of them, kind of show the details on them. I've had a few customers recently asking for detailed videos and pictures and to do a YouTube video basically of the cars, and I figured we'd knock out all 3 GTTs in one video, show you everything about them, and give you the price breakdown, kilometers, and all of the information on them. First, we're going to start with the black GTT. It's a 1998, very clean car, around 111,000 kilometers. And it's got a lot of GTR aero parts on it, which makes the car look phenomenally better in my opinion. In a minute we'll go take a look at another GTT that just arrived that has the factory kit on it, and I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. I'm not a big fan of the GTT with the factory stuff on it. I think it looks really good with the GTR aero on it, and we have 3 cars that have some really good looking aero, and I think you guys are going to enjoy them. But let's start in with the black one first. And it is Thursday, so that means we have Beck with us here. He's joining. We're doing some filming today on a few cars, and you're learning a lot.
Yes. Sure.
What's the chassis code here? Or the first four digits of the chassis code?
ECR34, right?
ER34.
ER34.
Yeah. Close. Very close. To begin with, on this ER34 GTT, as you guys can see, it's got some really nice aero, really nice black paint job. Factory paint. This one also comes with a third-party evaluation report. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you kind of understand that. I'll go through and explain that after we walk around the car and just take a good look around the exterior. They haven't been washed in probably a week or two. We don't want to wash the cars too much, just because washing cars too much can degrade the paint. But as you guys can see, and I hope you can tell on the camera, it is a really clean car paint-wise. Not many flaws to really even point out. There is a little bit of curbage on this wheel right here. All of the GTTs we'll be looking at today, all of them? Yeah, all of them have the GTR wheels as well, the R34 GTR wheels. Very, very, very nice, very clean. We'll be taking a look under the hood. Let's go over the third-party evaluation report. I was kind of explaining to Beck about the third-party evaluation report earlier. It's very important when buying a car. It kind of gives you peace of mind. Like, you know you're getting a good car when somebody else has to evaluate it that's not the seller or the customer. It makes sense, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So, it's Coddneck is where you can find a lot of cars that are for sale in Japan, and they offer this service that is a third-party evaluation report. So basically, an inspector will come and take a look at the car, and it costs the dealership money. For Garage Defend, it costs money to have somebody come out here and do this report. So if you see this report on a car, not even saying if it's on one of our cars, on another car at another dealership, that means that they're confident in the car and that they think that it's going to be helpful to, they're not trying to hide anything basically. Basically, no strings attached, nothing trying to hide in the closet here. Good car. You can see right here the stars over here. It's got a 4-star out of 5 for exterior and interior, which is really high. You don't see too many cars with 4 or 5 stars. And then over here it points out some of the flaws. I'll let Beck step in to translate for us here, so I don't make a fool of myself on YouTube.
Zoyama. This one, right?
Yeah. What is this bottom?
Kapeto Shibasura Sho.
So can you explain what that means to our viewers?
I think it's like
a little dirty?
It's a carpet, maybe. I don't know exactly about that.
The carpet's like, like the carpet of the car, like the.
Yeah.
And what is the last word?
Shibasure.
So what is that?
I don't have any idea.
You have no idea?
I'm sorry.
We failed you. He knows pretty great Japanese, way better than me, but we failed you here. We'll get back to you with an answer. So we did take a translate to that real quick, and it says carpet wrinkles small. So we'll take a look in the interior to try to exactly figure out what that means. But basically on this side you can kind of see anything that's wrong with the car, and carpet wrinkle small, guys. Sorry, I didn't know this car had carpet wrinkle small, but I don't think that's anything serious. I think it's just gonna be maybe some slight wrinkles or rips in the carpet. I don't know. We'll take a look. But overall, this is a really clean GTT.
Not car spaceship, guys. Spaceship.
This guy's been comparing the cars we drive to spaceships, because been driving some quick ones around, doing some reviews, and you'll be seeing those videos coming out soon. As you can see, it does have an aftermarket Blitz intercooler. Very good looking, very clean. Pop the hood. Under here, we're looking at mostly factory. It's powered by the RB25 DET. The GTTs come with the RB25 and turbo. They are rear-wheel drive instead of all-wheel drive. Not really much going on though. Nismo radiator cap, Nismo oil cap. Other than that, pretty much nothing aftermarket here to see. But a very clean engine bay. Original motor, original kilometers. So let's take a look at the interior before we start it up. Before I sit my butt down in these chairs, let's take a look at the chairs, get an idea. No rips, no tears, no cigarette burns. Comes with nice Recaro seats in it. Very beautiful. Keep the cover over it when I sit my butt down. But the interior on this one looks really nice. Not much to find as far as flaws go in here. I'll take the key out so you don't have to hear this annoying ding the whole time too. Got some aftermarket audio, tweeter type things. The Momo wheel. And the cluster, for some reason, was exchanged on this one. I'm not exactly sure on the history. I think we have it all in the documents for this one. But it is a documented meter exchange. So I think the car says it has 108,000 kilometers. But we have all the documents showing that it's right at around 111,000 kilometers. I feel like that's kind of old school, but it's cool.
Whoa.
Pretty fancy. Very clean car though, aftermarket shift knob, Razzo shift knob. The back seats look pretty good. I can't really see much to complain on this car. It's not many flaws, not many issues. So I think it's time to start it up.
One more, brother, one more.
Woo! So finishing up with this one, the beautiful black R34 GTT. We are asking 2.58 million yen, which with today's exchange rate puts that right at around 23,507 US dollars. For you boys and girls down in Australia, that's around 33,900 Australian dollars. And what else? Canadian, 31,700, New Zealand, 36,000. It's kind of the big countries that everybody contacts us for, looking for these type of cars. But let's move forward. We have more cars to feature and not a lot of time. We're going to start with this blue one now. This one is a 2000 model. We also have a Coddneck third-party evaluation report on this. We'll go over that as well. This one has been repainted. This one was originally a silver, I believe. We'll check the code in the engine bay, but I'm pretty sure it was a silver car. Everything's been repainted except the engine bay. The engine bay is still silver. It's really clean though. The paint job's been done really well and it wasn't cheaply done, you can tell. Let's do a quick rundown of the exterior of this one, pointing out anything of interest. Like I said, GTR arrow on a lot of these. This one's got a few nicks here and there, unlike the black one. There's a little bit of a dent maybe from a pebble or something. It's a little bit dirty once again. Slight curbage on the wheel, not even really curbage, just a little bit of something there. though, it's a really nice Bayside Blue GTT. Bayside Blue is one of the most sought after colors. Everybody loves the iconic Bayside Blue, and you can see why. It's a beautiful color. Aftermarket exhaust. Not a whole lot of flaws to point out. It's not quite as clean as the black one, not quite as perfect as the black one. There's a few imperfections, but it's still a very nice car with very few imperfections. Moving on to the engine bay of the blue one. As you can see, like I said, it was repainted. Originally a silver car, painted Bayside Blue. Aftermarket intake, and that's about where the aftermarket parts stop, other than the teen coilovers that are on it. This one does have the aftermarket Blitz intercooler as well. But other than that, another clean stock example of a GTT. A quick look at the third-party evaluation report, and you can see that it has 4 out of 4 stars for both interior and exterior. If you want to view these, you can go online and go to Coddneck, and I'll leave the links in every description of every video. But you can go on and see our cars, and you can actually go and, if you want to, translate this whole sheet if you'd like to kind of get a better idea of everything. It points out all the little nicks, like all the little chips in the hood and the fender, like I was kind of pointing out earlier. Very helpful when looking to buy a car. The interior on this one is factory, no Recaro seats in this one. Still nice, pretty sporty seats for a Skyline, I guess. Not GTR sporty, but it's sporty, it's a GTT. A lot of people prefer the GTT too, because of the rear wheel drive. This one does have some aftermarket gauges, the Duffy gauges. These always look really nice on startup. 112,405 original kilometers. Another really clean GTT. Finishing up with the Bayside Blue here, 2000 model GTT. The asking price on this one is 2,380,000 yen, which is equivalent to, in US dollars, around 21,685 USD. Australian dollars around 31,300, Canadian 29,300, and New Zealand 33,250-ish New Zealand dollars. But now we're gonna move over to lightning yellow. Very, very rare color. I should have looked up the production numbers before we came out here, but I believe for the GTTs there were only around 670 maybe, ballpark in that figure, somewhere in the 600 to 700 ever made on the GTT. Lightning yellow makes up only 2%, less than 2% I think, of all R34s ever produced. And this is a factory lightning yellow car. It's not been repainted. It's not a blue car that was repainted to lightning yellow. We'll take a look. I'll show you the chassis code and the paint code under the hood when we get under there. And it's a pretty rare opportunity to own a lightning yellow GTT at a pretty affordable price, and we'll go do a walkthrough right now. Starting out, of course, the GTR aero, like I've said on all of these. The GTR wheels, like I've said on all of these. This one does have some curbing on the GTR wheel. Nothing unrepairable. And now, like I said, this is factory yellow, has not been repainted. There are some blemishes right there. You can see a little bit of a, I don't even know what that is, maybe a chip covered up with some touch-up paint. The paint's not perfect on this one, but it is original lightning yellow. There's not a whole lot of imperfections in the paint, but as we go through, we'll try to pick out the few little imperfections so you guys are completely aware of everything on the car as we go through it. We provide any kind of detailed pictures or videos upon request as well. So if I don't get in detail enough for you in any of these videos, please just reach out, let me know. And I'll be more than happy to come out here and pick over the car. I think that's just dirt. To find any of these imperfections. This mirror's a little bit faded. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but definitely a faded banana. A little bit of a chip down here. Nothing major. Me just being picky if it was my own car. A little bit of a chip. But overall, the condition on the exterior is good. There's not a whole lot to find, more than the other two, but being a factory lightning yellow car, pretty hard to come by, and especially in pristine condition. And I would give this one pretty close to that. There's a little bit of a fade right there, but the overall condition of it is really nice. Under the hood, now this one has, I believe, we'll check when we get to the interior, I believe it's around 161,000 kilometers on it. This is not the original motor. I mean, it is an RB25, but this is not the original RB25 that was in this whenever it was new. This motor has been replaced with another one, a much stronger motor. The other one had some issues, I guess, with the previous owner, and it was swapped over professionally to this one. And it runs strong, it runs really well. You can see it's got aftermarket intakes, some aftermarket piping, Grady piping down to the intercooler. You can see it is the EV1 color code right there on the chassis plate. And of course, next in chronological order. Hey, thanks, Beck. You the man. Let's take the key out so you don't have to hear the ring. The interior. The interior, factory seats. A little bit dirty right here on the passenger seat. Dash in good condition. Factory gauges. This one even has the factory radio still in it. Nice little shift knob. Momo wheel. And I think next, chronologically, we are supposed to start this car up and let you guys hear it. Let it idle down and warm up, and we'll give it a few revs here in a few minutes. Back seats are in pretty good condition. Headliner's in good condition.
Do it, brother, do it! Woo! Yeah, nice!
She
One
sounds
more
good.
spaceship.
Finishing up the video here with the last one, the yellow one. Let's break down the price for you guys like we have the other two. This one we are asking 2.28 million yen, which on my handy translator app today says that the exchange rate, that is equal to about 20,774 US dollars, or 29,973 Australian dollars. And you guys can go calculate all the rest if you want. I'm not going to go through all of them. This currency app is where it's at if you're looking for Japanese cars and you want to convert it to your own home currency. But this is on the cheaper side of the three we've gone over today, with the motor being swapped and not the original. That's the main reason driving it, and it's a good way to get a factory lightning yellow GTT at a really affordable price. And I think the GTTs are fun. I love GTRs, especially R32s and R33s, and R34s are the pinnacle of GTRs, but there's just something about the GTTs in the R34. I don't know if it's the affordability plus the fun of rear-wheel drive, but I don't know. I really like them, and it's a great way to get an R34 at a better price than a GTR. That is going to do it for this special video about the GTTs. Beck and I have more videos to make. What are we doing? The R34 GTR? We're going to do an R34 GTR video today.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe a couple others. We'll see what we have time for. But special request video for a customer I've been talking to on the page who's interested in the GTTs. They're really nice. They're all really good condition. I can't stress that enough. We're not selling crappy cars here. We're not selling cars that are subpar quality. Only the best comes to the shop, and only the best leaves the shop being sold to customers across the world. So check us out on Instagram. We got 3 or 4 different Instagrams you need to follow. Garage Defend Official, Defend Ito, Dawson 3607 maybe. I can't remember his, but I'll put all the links in the description, and follow mine, JDM ATM. You got an Instagram? You want to get followed on Instagram?
Yeah.
Shout out your Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
You don't remember?
I don't remember actually.
Okay, next video he'll shout out his Instagram for you guys, so you can give Beck a follow as well. Anyways, also check us out, garage-defend.com. You can check out our inventory. We're building up the inventory on the site. I mean, as you guys can see, we have tons of inventory in here, but it just takes time to get it all uploaded on the site. But go check it out, garage-defend.com. Give it a look. See you guys in the next video.
See you guys.
As always, thanks for watching.